What's up, y'all? Good afternoon, and welcome to the Daily Routine webcam show for Friday, June 3rd. Damn, it's June already. The year's halfway done, and time is just moving along. But again, I'm just glad to be here another day, and I hope you're here to join me. For those of y'all that don't know, I'm the boy Junior Moth. We're just going to get into today's show real quick. But before we do, I just want to recap a statement that I made in my last webisode on Monday. You know what I mean? I was just saying, doing what I want to do and creating new worlds. And I used the word gangsterment or gangsterdom. You know what I mean? And I actually got that word from two places. But one, mainly Jay-Z used it in the American Gangster joint, and he in the soundtrack for the joint. And he says gangsterment allows you to create your own worlds. And like that statement is true, but I didn't want to mislead or give an inaccurate representation of myself. By no means, you know what I mean, am I a gangster or whatever. By me saying that, it's just understanding that, you know what I mean, with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, you're able to manifest your thoughts and create your own reality and create your own existence, or hence world. You know what I mean? And so when I made that statement yesterday, you know what I mean, I wasn't on my rah-rah joint. You know what I mean? That was just a term that I use, you know what I mean, to explain that fact right there. And so I just wanted to make that clear. And so just getting right along to it, y'all. I'm coming in a little later than I would like to of the day. Like, I was up mad early in the morning. Could have been knocked this out the way, but I'm glad I didn't, because like the social networks was popping today, y'all. I was able to poly with my peoples. I was able to reach out and interact with some of my fams, and that's why I do this, and or that's one of the benefits that I get out of doing this with the technology today being what it is. And so just real quick, I'm gonna give a couple of shout outs, yo. I want to shout out to my peoples that hit up the Facebook wall today. I want to give a big shout out to John Basement, Matt Campese, my cousin Calvin Litton up in Philly. Want to give a big shout out to Brody B, Miss Therese Boo Coleman. Hey, yo, shout out to my girl Tia down Cheerleaders, man. I'm going to get down there and see you real soon, man. Big shout out to Tia. Ben Sicily, and big shout out to Miss Ashley and Miss Teresa Geigler. No doubt, you know what I'm saying? Keep your head up, ladies. You know what I mean? It's a lot of hate out here, and we're going to address that too momentarily. You know what I mean? It's just a lot of, you know what I mean, negative energy out here, you know what I'm saying, for no reason, man. And I just want to tell y'all ladies, man, keep doing y'all thing, keep doing what y'all do, man, and keep y'all head up out here, man. You know what I'm saying? Junior Moth love y'all straight up. And so on the Twitter joint, is real interesting right now. VH1 Soul, what do you call it? A trending topic or whatever, or a hash word or a hashtag or whatever. Right now they are hashing or trending awful super groups is the name of the hash. So if you on Twitter, if you get on there right after this broadcast, I'm sure, you know what I mean, VH1 will still be taking submissions or whatever, or the timeline will still be popping with suggestions or whatnot. So make sure you get on at VH1 Soul on Twitter and check out some of these crazy names, yo, of awful super groups. I'm going to just give you a couple of my favorite joints that I ran across real quick. So this is a few of the names of the awful super groups that people submitted to VH1 Soul on Twitter. One of the joints I dig is Olivia Newton-John Legend. Number 2, Kool and the Gang Starr. I like the second joint, or this third one, excuse me. I like this third one. Big Danity Kane. Bone Thugs and Harmonio. DJ Jazzy Jeffrey Osborne. Heavy D and the Boys the Men. And the last one we're going to do, and this is probably my favorite joint for obvious reasons, Ray Parker Jr. Mafia. So like, some of the joints they had on there that some of the people submitted didn't sound too bad. But like, these are some of the joints that kind of they had me bugging when I went through the list real quick. So big shout out to at VH1 Soul, man. Follow them on Twitter. You can follow me as well, at Junior Moth, and you can add me as a friend on Facebook or whatever, Junior Moth on Facebook as well. And as far as events and promos, yo, again, I mentioned it the other day, but don't forget us at the Hideout, y'all. Sunday, August 14th, and that's featuring Megadeth, of course, for our little concert series we're gonna have popping in the Berg coming this summer or whatever. But that's featuring Megadeth, Mr. Parker, and DJ No Wedding, and that's the Hideout, 45 Bay Street, y'all. And excuse me, 45. Yeah, I was right. 45 Bay Street, and that's right off the little on-ramp, Joe. And as soon as you getting off to come into Oakland, you know what I mean. So make sure y'all check us out August 14th, and that's a Money Behind the Dream and a Sunny Black Productions. You know what I'm saying. And Moth TV will be in the building. We will be representing. You know what I'm saying. And so make sure you come and support that. Also, I want to give a big shout out to the people that even make this show possible and that even brings me to y'all, you know what I'm saying, on the regular. And that's YouTube, y'all. So big shout out to YouTube. And make sure you check out the show on youtube.com/MothTV10. And on that note, I want to give a big up to my man Lamar Goodson, director, videographer. He has sent me a joint the other day from Chose, and that's another local artist here, y'all, in the Pittsburgh area. And he's a long time old school hip hop head, b-boy, you know what I mean? And like he's sort of kind of breaking ground into this music thing. Again, he's been putting it down with the music, but he's breaking new ground, you know, and putting out videos, and you know what I mean, just a lot going on with him lately. And so I'm just glad to see the brother is still around and still doing his thing. But check out the video, Miss Goody. I guess that was done by Lamar, and that's a DYOB Entertainment and an NOG Entertainment collabo, I guess. So I got that on the featured artist section of the Moth TV 10 network. So you can just go on the Moth TV 10 if you're already on the channel now. Just go to the featured artist section, and you can check out shows and all of the other artists that we feature and whatnot on the show. So again, we're just glad to see the brother doing this thing and still active. And big shout out to Lamar, man, cranking that work out and putting good quality video work out. You know what I mean? Let's see where we at. Yeah, and as far as just to address real quick again, big shout out to Miss Ashley and Miss Geigler or whatever, long time supporters of myself and of the show and whatnot. And you know, we was going to address the little cyberbullying and the cyber hate and all of that, but like she kind of touched on it herself. It's like that don't make them stop, and at the same time, you know what I mean, I'm always under the understanding that if you address it, you know what I mean, like if you're going to squash it, you know what I'm saying. Now if you could do that amicably, that's better, but like if you gotta run up on somebody and like punch them in their mouth or smack them in their mouth for real, like that's what you gotta do. But by all means, try to squash the animosity or the situation, or defuse it, if at all possible. And usually it is all possible, but like by me even talking about it and addressing it and putting the people's names out there and all of that, you know what I mean, you're only, and when I say you're, I'm speaking of myself, perpetuating the situation. And she sort of kind of, you know what I mean, pulled my coat to that again. And so, you know, instead of even addressing it and giving life to the people and to the situation, you know what I mean, let's just cut their wind off, you know what I mean, because again, you know, success and happiness, what is success and happiness without failure and animosity? You know what I mean? And so we need that. It goes hand in hand. You know what I mean? So let's just make sure, all of my fams, let's just make sure you and I are on the same side of that equation. You know what I mean? And again, that being said, big shout out to Miss Elizabeth Ashley and Miss Teresa Geigler. You know what I'm saying? Always held the ball, Junior Moth down, you know what I mean? And always looked out for me. And I appreciate that. Probably my number 1 and 2 fams out there. You know what I'm saying? And just today, I'm going to try to get with my stylist today. We're going to try to work something out. I might try to come out with a whole new look for y'all, or start next week with a whole new look for y'all, or I might just tighten up the stitches, you know what I'm saying, and just rock out, you know what I'm saying, on my Raw Dog joint for a little bit. But big shout out to Johnny Ayo. We are soon about to shoot this movie, the Daily Routine movie, or the Routine, I should say, which is loosely based on the life of the ball, you know what I'm saying, and just the life of the people around me and whatnot. And that was written and screenplay by Johnny Yayo, one of his pseudonyms. And we're gonna get shot or get started shooting with that. And tonight, I'll probably actually I may be down the studio tonight. So like, if y'all out and about, we rocking on an invitation only, John. So come check me out down the studio 412. You fucks with us, we fucks with you. You know what I mean? If you out and about, if you can't sleep or whatever, I'll be doing a little spring cleaning, getting the studio ready to do some other production things. So if you can't sleep tonight, if you out and about, you know what I mean, come check me out down studio 412, man. Other than that, I'm gonna give a big shout out to my partner in time, DJ Newton Naka. Make sure you check him out on newtonnaka.com. You know, check us out. You know what I mean? Make sure you check out all of our artists, the featured videos, songs. We got the store popping. Shout out to shoes.com. Shout out to Soul to Soul. Oh yeah. Big shout out to Soul to Soul, y'all. DJ Drastic, you know what I mean? And Miss Miggity, yo. Big shout out to Miss Miggity. She'll be modeling for Drastic down at fashion show at Zen. You know what I mean? That Soul to Soul got a couple pieces in or got some work in. And so big shout out to my peoples, yo. And if you can check it out, check them out at Zen tonight. Yeah, I believe it's at 10 o'clock or something like that. I'll try to get you the specifics, but we're running a little short on time. And just real quick before we get out of here, speaking of my partner in time, we're going to just give y'all the rundown of the newtonnaka.com top 10. Not too much have changed. Emi Auto is coming in and out of number 9 and number 8, but not too many change, battling with YD, Luco with that American Eagle. But the newtonnaka.com top 10 list for Friday, June 3rd goes as this, y'all. We got G-Dash and B West coming in with We Go Off at number 10. Emi Auto with Sorry at number 9. YD Moolah Gang, a.k.a. Luco, coming in at number 8 with American Eagle. King of the 33 Mob featuring Shorty Low, Going Off. Young Strachey with My Team at number 6. Ike Bubs featuring P.A. Eagle with Macho Man. My man Mel Joe with that dark and gorgeous freestyle, you know what I'm saying? Coming in at number 4. I got the boys from JSP, Choreo, featuring Joey Fats, Big Life, and K-Pound with Stick Up Kids coming in at number 3. Meljo right back. The Game composed. And number 1, top song on the newtonnaka.com countdown. That's not even a countdown. I guess it's the top 10. This is the top 10 for this week. John Basement with Sure Look Good featuring C-Dubs and Newts. Again, big shout out to John Basement. That's the second song. He actually had number 1 and 2 at one point. So this is his second song that topped the number 1 charts. So big shout out, enough respect to John Basement, man, for topping the charts again. For topping the charts again with Sure Look Good. You know what I mean? And again, that's going to do it for me. Again, I'm just going to tweak a couple of things and get back to work on the site and on the channel. Make sure y'all check out the channel, y'all. That's youtube.com/MobTV10 or newtonnaka.com or Pirate Radio. One of them joints, you're sure to catch us on. Hey, yo, this is the Daily Routine. I ain't going to hold y'all. Y'all have a good weekend, y'all. It looks beautiful outside, y'all. Have a good weekend. Holler at the ball. And remember, those that talk don't know. Those that know. Peace.